Good morning, everyone. Today, I want to share with you something powerful, a simple shift that can transform your life forever, your morning routine. We often underestimate the first hour after we wake up, but that hour sets the tone for our entire day. If we win the morning, we win the day. And if we win enough days, we win our lives. The morning is when your mind is fresh, your energy is renewed, and your potential is at its peak. Instead of diving into emails, social media, or the chaos of the world, imagine starting each day with purpose and clarity. First, begin by waking up a little earlier than you need to. Give yourself the gift of time, even just 30 minutes. Use that time to move your body, a simple stretch, a walk, or a few minutes of exercise to get your blood flowing and wake up your system. Next, hydrate. After hours of sleep, your body craves water. A glass of water in the morning helps reawaken your organs and refresh your mind. Then, take a few minutes to sit quietly and set your intentions. This can be meditation, prayer, or simply deep breathing. Even 5 minutes of stillness can ground you for whatever challenges the day brings. Write down 3 things you are grateful for. Gratitude shifts your mindset from scarcity to abundance. It reminds you that no matter what lies ahead, there is always something to be thankful for. Review your goals for the day. Focus on 3 important tasks you want to accomplish, not a long to-do list. Just 3 things that, if completed, would make you feel successful. One of the most powerful shifts you can make in your daily life starts with your alarm clock. Waking up earlier is not just about getting out of bed. It's about intentionally creating space for yourself before the demands of the world start pulling you in different directions. When you wake up just 15 to 30 minutes earlier than usual, you gift yourself a window of peace, a sacred time that belongs entirely to you. It's in these quiet moments that you can breathe without pressure, think clearly, and move slowly with intention. Instead of being jerked awake by obligations or anxieties, you are choosing to begin your day on your own terms. Think about the mornings when you oversleep or hit snooze too many times. You wake up feeling behind, rushed, and stressed before you've even had a chance to gather your thoughts. That frantic energy carries into your entire day, into your work, your interactions, your decisions. Now imagine the opposite, rising calmly, giving yourself time to fully wake up, to stretch, to reflect, and to set a positive tone. That is the power of waking up earlier. It's important to understand that you don't have to make a dramatic change overnight. You don't need to wake up at 4 a.m. unless you want to. Start by setting your alarm just 10 minutes earlier, then 20, then 30 as you build the habit. The key is consistency. Your body and mind will adjust to the new rhythm, and soon you'll find yourself naturally waking earlier, feeling more energized and more in control. Waking up earlier is an act of self-respect. It says, I value my time. I value my mind. I am important enough to carve out moments for myself before giving my energy to the world. Once you are awake, one of the most powerful things you can do for yourself is to move your body. Movement in the morning isn't about intense workouts or pushing yourself to exhaustion. It's about signaling to your brain and your muscles that it's time to come alive, to wake up, and to start functioning at a higher level. After hours of lying still during sleep, your body craves gentle activation. Your blood circulation has slowed, your joints have stiffened slightly, and your muscles are longing for movement. A few minutes of stretching can be enough to open up your body, release tightness, and invite in a fresh flow of energy. Simple stretches like reaching overhead, touching your toes, rotating your shoulders, or doing light twists can awaken parts of you that would otherwise stay sluggish through the morning. If you have a little more time, a short walk, even just around your home or outside in the fresh air, can be incredibly refreshing. The act of walking stimulates circulation, encourages deeper breathing, and gently elevates your heart rate. Morning walks, especially if you can catch a bit of sunlight, also help regulate your internal body clock, improving your sleep cycles and boosting your mood naturally. For those who enjoy a bit more physical activation, a few minutes of light exercise like yoga, body weight squats, push-ups, or a short set of jumping jacks can supercharge your morning even further. Exercise releases endorphins, often called the feel-good hormones, which can lift your mood, sharpen your mental focus, and create a sense of optimism that carries into your day. Remember, movement doesn't have to be long or complicated to be effective. The goal is to gently awaken the body to shift from a state of stillness into a state of readiness. Even 5 minutes can make a difference. When you move your body first thing in the morning, you are making a statement that says you are ready to meet the day with strength, resilience, and energy. One of the most overlooked, yet most crucial, habits for a successful morning is simple drink water. After 6 to 8 hours of sleep, your body wakes up naturally dehydrated. Throughout the night, even though you are resting, your body is still hard at work, repairing tissues, balancing hormones, regulating temperature, and supporting countless internal processes. All of this consumes water, and by the time you wake up, your body is in need of replenishment. Drinking a glass of water first thing in the morning reactivates your internal systems. It jump-starts your metabolism, helps flush out toxins that have accumulated overnight, and provides your brain with the hydration it needs to function clearly. Even mild dehydration can lead to feelings of fatigue, confusion, and irritability, feelings that many people mistakenly attribute to not being a morning person, when in reality, their body is simply crying out for water. When you hydrate immediately, you are giving your organs, especially your kidneys and digestive system, the gentle support they need to start working properly for the day ahead. Water also assists in maintaining the elasticity of your skin, meaning your complexion will appear fresher and more vibrant. This simple act is a secret weapon for both inner health and outer appearance. Some people enhance this ritual by adding a slice of lemon to their water. Lemon not only adds a refreshing taste, but also provides a small boost of vitamin C, supports digestion, and can help balance the body's pH levels. Warm water, instead of cold, can also be soothing and more easily absorbed by the body first thing in the morning. The important thing is to create a habit where drinking water becomes a natural, non-negotiable part of your wake-up routine, as automatic as brushing your teeth. By prioritizing hydration before you drink coffee, tea, or eat breakfast, you align yourself with your body's true needs rather than masking dehydration with stimulants. After you have awakened your body through movement and hydration, the next essential step is to awaken your mind and spirit. And one of the most profound ways to do this is through stillness. In a world that constantly demands your attention, carving out even a few minutes for inner silence can be a revolutionary act. Stillness does not have to be complicated or formal. It can be as simple as sitting quietly, closing your eyes, and focusing on your breath. As you inhale deeply and exhale slowly, you gently guide your nervous system from a state of reactivity into a state of calm awareness. Even 5 minutes of mindful breathing can lower cortisol levels, reduce anxiety, and sharpen your mental clarity for the day ahead. Meditation is one way to practice stillness. It's not about emptying your mind or achieving some mystical state. It's about observing your thoughts without judgment and allowing yourself to simply be. You might choose a guided meditation, a few minutes of focused breathing, or simply sitting in silence and listening to the sounds around you. Whatever form it takes, meditation grounds you in the present moment, preparing you to respond to your day rather than react impulsively. For others, prayer is a deeply meaningful form of morning stillness. Speaking or listening in prayer provides a sense of connection to something greater than yourself. It offers an opportunity to express gratitude, seek guidance, or simply open your heart to peace and hope. Prayer, like meditation, can be as brief or as extended as your morning schedule allows. Another gentle practice is mindful visualization. You might spend a few moments picturing the day ahead going smoothly, visualizing yourself moving through challenges with grace, accomplishing your goals, and feeling proud and content. This kind of mental rehearsal can set a positive emotional tone that makes you more resilient to whatever the day may bring. Stillness is not about escaping reality. It's about anchoring yourself in your own power before the noise of the world tries to scatter your focus. In that quiet space, you reclaim your mind, your emotions, and your intentions, so you walk into the day feeling centered, steady, and strong. Gratitude is one of the most powerful emotional tools we have, and weaving it into your morning routine can create a deep and lasting impact on your mindset. Taking the time to write down 3 things you are grateful for each morning isn't just a feel-good exercise. It actively rewires your brain to seek out positivity rather than negativity throughout the day. When you wake up and immediately focus on everything you have to do, every problem you need to solve, or every challenge you're facing, it's easy to start the day feeling overwhelmed, anxious, or defeated before you've even begun. Gratitude acts as a mental reset. It reminds you that no matter how chaotic life may feel, there are always elements of goodness, stability, and abundance in your life. The practice itself is simple but profoundly effective. Find a notebook, journal, or even a sticky note and list 3 things you feel thankful for. They don't have to be huge or dramatic. In fact, the more specific and small they are, the better. It might be the feeling of the sun on your face, a good night's sleep, a kind word from a friend, or simply the fact that you have another day to live and grow. Focusing on these small blessings trains your brain to notice positive details throughout the rest of the day, leading to an overall sense of happiness and fulfillment. Over time, this small habit begins to shift the way you interpret events. When challenges arise, instead of defaulting to frustration or negativity, your mind, already trained by daily gratitude, is more likely to see opportunity, lessons, or hidden silver linings. Gratitude strengthens resilience, boosts your immune system, enhances your relationships, and even improves your physical health. The key is consistency. It's not about writing long essays or forcing yourself to feel something you don't. It's about cultivating a habit of noticing. Gratitude sharpens your awareness of the richness that already exists in your life. It makes you realize that happiness is not something you chase, it's something you recognize right where you are every single morning. After centering yourself with gratitude, the next step in crafting a life, changing morning routine, is setting a clear direction for your day. One of the most effective ways to do this is by identifying 3 main goals you want to accomplish. These aren't just random tasks or things you feel obligated to do. They are intentional choices that move you closer to the life you want to build. Every day brings a flood of distractions, emergencies, and unexpected demands. Without a clear sense of what truly matters, it's easy to get swept away by urgency and end the day feeling busy but unfulfilled. But when you begin your morning by selecting 3 meaningful priorities, you create a personal roadmap that keeps you focused and grounded, no matter what chaos the outside world brings. Choosing just 3 goals forces you to think strategically. It requires you to ask yourself, what will make today a success? What actions will have the greatest impact? By narrowing your focus, you prevent overwhelm and increase the likelihood that you will actually complete the tasks you set for yourself. It's about quality over quantity, doing fewer things, but doing them with full attention and excellence. These goals can span different areas of your life. One might be professional, like finishing an important project or having a crucial meeting. Another might be personal, like making time for exercise or preparing a healthy meal. A third could be relational, such as reaching out to a loved one or offering help to a colleague. The important thing is that each goal should feel purposeful and aligned with your broader values and dreams. It helps to physically write your 3 goals down, whether in a planner, on a sticky note, or in a digital document. Seeing them written out solidifies your commitment and acts as a visible reminder throughout the day. As you complete each one, you'll feel a deep sense of satisfaction and progress, a feeling that fuels your confidence and motivation for the next day. Setting daily goals doesn't guarantee that everything will go perfectly. Life will still happen. But by starting each day with clear intentions, you reclaim a sense of control over your time and energy. You stop being reactive and start being proactive. The information you consume in the first hour of your day has a tremendous influence on your mindset, energy, and attitude. Just like your body needs nourishing food to function properly, your mind needs nourishing input to stay strong, focused, and resilient. That's why one of the most transformative elements of a powerful morning routine is consciously feeding your mind with positivity. When you wake up and immediately scroll through negative news headlines, endless social media feeds, or stressful emails, you are allowing external forces to hijack your mood before you've even had a chance to shape it yourself. Instead of stepping into your day with clarity and intention, you enter it weighed down by fear, comparison, and anxiety. But by deliberately choosing uplifting, empowering content first thing in the morning, you program your brain to seek opportunities, solutions, and hope rather than problems and drama. There are many ways to do this. One simple method is reading a few pages from an inspiring book. It could be a motivational classic, a book on personal development, a biography of someone you admire, or even spiritual or philosophical writings that speak to your soul. Even 10 minutes of uplifting reading can spark new ideas, strengthen your sense of purpose, and remind you of the bigger picture beyond daily stresses. Podcasts are another excellent tool. A short, powerful episode filled with wisdom, encouragement, or practical advice can completely shift your mindset before your day even begins. Choose podcasts that inspire growth, resilience, creativity, or peace. Voices that uplift you, challenge you positively, and expand your perspective. Positive affirmations are yet another way to feed your mind. Affirmations are simple, powerful statements that you repeat to yourself, affirming the kind of person you are becoming and the kind of life you are creating. Phrases like, I am capable, I attract opportunities, or today, I choose joy and strength, may seem small, but they plant seeds in your subconscious mind. Over time, those seeds grow into new patterns of thinking, believing, and acting. The key is to be intentional. Protect the gates of your mind in the morning. because whatever you let in first tends to echo throughout your day. Start with messages of possibility, strength, and gratitude, and you'll find that your entire outlook transforms. The real magic of any morning routine doesn't lie in dramatic, one-time efforts. It lies in the quiet, often invisible power of consistency. Building a morning routine that truly changes your life is not about perfection. It's about showing up for yourself every single day. Even when it's hard, even when you don't feel like it, and even when you think it's not making a difference. Small daily habits might seem insignificant at first. A 5-minute stretch, a glass of water, a few lines of gratitude, a simple affirmation. How much can these really do? But just like a single drop of water eventually wears away stone, tiny daily actions accumulate over time. They build momentum, create discipline, and rewire your mind and body to operate at a higher level. The beauty of consistency is that it compounds. At first, the benefits may be subtle, a little more energy, a slightly better mood, a bit more clarity. But as the days turn into weeks and the weeks into months, these small advantages grow. What once felt like a small act of self-care becomes a natural part of who you are. You start to notice that you're handling challenges more gracefully, making decisions more confidently, and approaching life with a sense of purpose that others can feel. Consistency also builds trust, not with other people, but with yourself. Every time you complete your morning routine, no matter how simple, you are sending a powerful message to yourself. I am reliable. I can count on me. This self-trust is the foundation for greater confidence, resilience, and achievement in every area of your life. It's important to accept that not every day will look perfect. Some mornings will be rushed. Some mornings you'll feel tired or unmotivated. But even on those days, doing just a small part of your routine, even if it's just one stretch, one sip of water, one deep breath, keeps the chain intact. It's not about doing it all perfectly. It's about doing something consistently. Success, happiness, and fulfillment are not built overnight. They are built brick by brick, morning by morning, choice by choice. When you take control of your mornings, you take control of your life. Every small action you choose, from waking up earlier, to moving your body, to feeding your mind, sends a powerful message that you are the architect of your own future. Change doesn't happen all at once. It happens moment by moment, morning by morning, as you consistently show up for yourself. So start tomorrow. Start today. Craft a morning routine that fuels your soul, sharpens your focus, and strengthens your spirit. Because when you win the morning, you set yourself up to win the day. And when you win enough days, you transform your entire life.